Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this ball ballet, and I am your host, Jatois McFancy And today we have the delightful performance of Orange McBalls. And Orange is known to do quite the extravagant of maneuvers on the water ballet. If you watch, they try some of the most daring spins at high erratic velocities, and also they dive deep into the water with their balls and explode out towards the stars. But when they crash back to the water, they do not explode, nay. They gracefully stick the landing and then begin to spin yet again. Because our balls do not obey the laws of gravity or physics. Why? Why would our balls do that? Our balls do whatever they would please. What's up, people? This is your boy Jatois, and I'm here today with my orange balls. So, what I decided, I was like, you know what? I need to do a video on KSP2. We haven't done one in a while. And, well, when I loaded the game back up, apparently I was working on this really weird design, quote unquote. Basically, I've been trying to harness the Kraken. And in doing so, I found that the new orange tank, it is almost invincible when you throw it on Kerbal into the water. So I'm thinking, hey, let's go ahead and take this thing out for a spin and see what happens. First thing I do is I throw it out in the water, nothing really attached to it. It goes absolutely ape crap crazy, bouncing all over the place, and I laugh my butt off. Because it's an awesome time to watch this thing do whatever it wants to do. So next thing you know, I'm like, okay, I need to see if I can add some parts to it that I know are also physically bugged on the water. And then I decided to add these tines, these little spikes to it. The spikes add a bit more stability and actually make it kind of graceful on the water, which is absolutely hilarious as well, because this thing is just spinning his butt off now on these different axes, and you can actually now see the motion. Sometimes they break off, not very often. Like I said, they don't really react with physics very well. So after that, I was like, well, this is Kerbal's space program. We're not gonna go to space. We're gonna slap an SRB to the bottom. We're gonna launch it up into the atmosphere, fly it over a distance, and see what happens when I detach it and just let it slam back in the water. Because if that works, then hey, maybe I can use this in Lathe. I mean, getting it to stop is a bear, but maybe I can get some sort of landing craft out of this. Just a high altitude drop ball. So I went ahead, built my rocket. It gave me some trouble because symmetry decided to stop working somewhere throughout the game, and so I had to kind of improvise. I removed a lot of these tines, the spikes from there, so that way I would have a bit less trouble down the line. And then I just launched it. I slapped a Kerbal on the side and launched it. I need some type of control. And a Kerbal, well, Kerbals just seem to love this mess. So, Valentina, I just randomly picked it. And I know I'm talking a lot about giant orange balls. And let's gloss over the fact that Valentina is riding a giant orange ball in the air. Okay, let's all get that chuckle out. And let's move on. So Valentina is flying this craft over the water to the clouds. It's a beautiful sight. It's absolutely spectacular. I still love the clouds in KSP2. Looks absolutely astounding. Ignore the flashing UI. That's still a thing. They haven't fixed that part yet. I'm still waiting on that. And so the moment of truth came when we hit the water. Will the craft stay? Will it blow up, or will our Kerbal detach and get ejected, or will our craft, everything just kind of hold together? And so we slam into the water and it holds. It all held together. And this is really awesome because it shows that this could work. I mean, of course, you know, when they eventually add in re-entry heating, it may be a slight problem there. But on Lathe, it's not as intense as Kerbin. So, hey, it could be a thing for Lathe at least. And so this, I wanted to see how long it would take for it to actually stop. Because it's very important, if you get over to Lathe, you need your craft to stop. And I waited and just let it keep going and going and going, and the camera broke. I broke the camera. I don't know why this happened until I took a look and found that my Kerbal came detached from the craft. The Kerbal actually is near the bottom of the ocean, stopping the entire thing from moving. Kind of weird, but that happened. So what I found I had to do was I had to go ahead, eject myself from the command seat that I was still in. I actually was not in the command seat. Valentina was just standing there. She was just standing there. So ejected her from there, and off she went to the surface. So from there I decided, okay, I need to swim back and see what's going on with this craft. Maybe the ball will be able to jump back to physics, and maybe I can witness this thing flailing all over the place from a Kerbal's point of view. So I swam all the way back over to the ball and found that it was stuck in the air. So there you go. That's it. After all that work, it's stuck in the air. So technically, if you decided to take like a probe core or something and some solar panels or RTG, there, smart guy, and leave it right there, you could have a stationary point, a craft that's stationary and stuck in the air because physics. How do I know this would work? Because I've actually left a craft like this on Kerbin and flown back over it, and it was still stuck on the shore of Kerbin in the air, and I just left it there. I finally one day reverted it because FPS. So yeah, there you go. If you want to have a physics-defying ball-shaped lathe craft, question mark, you certainly could take a giant orange ball, throw a Kerbal on your giant orange ball. Oh god. Okay. Let me try that again. You could certainly take a giant orange tank, throw it to Lathe, and get it stuck in the air, and there you go. You have the starts to a fantastic base. I don't know what would happen if you tried to dock to it. Maybe it's something someone else can try. I don't know if I have the patience to even dock on the water right now, because making watercraft is kind of a thing. It's kind of hard. It's not exactly a great thing right now. But anyhow, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, drop me in the comment, let me know what you think about our giant orange balls. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.